Trophy up for grabs. It is Hobart and Hamilton. Hobart looking for its fourth consecutive national championship. Hi, everybody. I'm Steve Vecchione with longtime New England hockey voice Rob Kennedy. This Hobart Hamilton all
the Woods. As we take a look at the highlights from that game. And if they had hosted here, they sell out their games. They're one of the highest attendance schools in all of college hockey, not just D3. But I thought, okay, they got knocked out in the round of 8. Maybe they can move it over to the Nexus Center. They won't need the space. Well, we don't need the Nexus Center. It's a great facility, but that would have been just packed. Having this building here, the Adirondack Bank Center, it's going to be a great atmosphere, a lot of people. It's going to be loud. And, of course, Hamilton, somewhat of a home game for them.
Of course, everyone kind of predicting Hobart, most people predicting Hobart to win this, but it's going to be fascinating. Looking for his first ever national title. What a scene. Continentals in blue going right to left. We talked about the goalies, Beaver and Reed, in our pregame show. In the Hobart zone, the great Damon Beaver in goal, but the shot is maybe deflected by, I mentioned plus minus. 13 statesmen have higher plus minuses than Hamilton's top number, but here comes Hamilton, and the shot goes wide on that rush up ice. A good attempt that time.
Coming right after that stretch pass that sets DeVries, the NESCAC second-team All-Star, off, and Connor Lally got back quickly to kind of force that shot. I think DeVries wanted to give a little bit more and come in on Beaver, but coming back, Lally kind of gave him one option.
Taken back by Hobart. They push it up the left wing. And after it, Andres sends it through. Shot, save Reed. And that shot taken by shot to Claire, but it was blocked. Taken back, though. Moved forward by Tote. Now Lally shooting. Stopped in front. Montana Hobart. They have another minute 40 remaining on the power play. First of the game power play for either team. Now Lally shifts to his left. And the shot is stopped. He left Croc in the dust on that. Now Lally. All right, Hobart with Hovsepian, but the rebound is sent wide on the effort by Daniels.
There was room upstairs, too. He just missed.
All right, another check applied by Hamilton. Now towards Reed. On the shot by Lally, knocked away. There is 1:03 remaining on the power play. Here's Morrissey. Working with Lally, another move to his left. Here he goes. Shooting, save, follow, goal! And scoring the hero last year in overtime. Fontana 1-0 Hobart.
You know, Steve, I think what they got to do with the highlights come out of that power play sequence is just play the Jaws music in the background. Because the way Hobart set up that power play was absolutely terrifying if you're a Hamilton. Excellent puck movements. They got the shot they wanted. And then, of course, Fontana in the right place. And 5-1 when they have conceded the first goal.
They are here in this championship game for the first time. Here's DeVries. And Beaver covered up the short side. It was goals against average. Here comes Hobart. Already up a goal. Duclair shooting. Stopped by Reed.
That might have caught irons.
All right, Croc in the corner with Leibel. This is a great line with Chore out there. Now Leibel in front is taken down. Scoring team, and they do so many other things as well. We're underway with Hamilton now going left to right, trailing 1-0. And Damon Beaver in goal for Hobart with his incredible record. But the takeaway, Leibel shooting, goal! Hamilton, 15 seconds into the second period. We are at 1-1. Leibel with the shot.
I think it was Chor who got the deflection. He's claiming the goal, but Leibel starts this play. He's the one who makes it happen. We just said you've got to take advantage of opportunities if you're Hamilton. Well, it took him 15 seconds to generate one and cash it in to tie the game. And it's Leibel, a takeaway on the half wall. It's Chor with a touch on that. Leibel celebrates. He'll get an assist. We'll see it here from a better angle, I think. You'll see Chor get a touch on this. Yeah, there he is. He got the deflection. And Chor's 18th of the season. It's game on here in Utica.
And Chor was to the front of the celebration line. It's 1-1. That is his 18th goal of the year. That is the 48th goal.
Should get keep call for it, and he was already kind of going down in the first place. That one
goes down again, and puck goes wide. Meanwhile, players dropping. Now a missed check, but it comes out to the point. Walsh kicked out by Beaver. Hobart able to send it to the half wall. Capped in on the forecheck. Face off in the Hobart zone. Wojciechowski one-timer. Tui, it's behind the goal. That was a whistling shot.
Really smart play.
Hamilton emerging. And this is Barabin, who had 2 goals on Friday. Shooting, save Beaver. Rebound is clear.
Here in the second round, though, you see plays like this from Justin Barabin. He's got Gallery going to goal, and there's the rebound. Excellent work by the defense to come back. That was Adam Andres.
By the way, just
at its best.
Yeah, I mean, just a.
Whoa!
Oh, look at that puck caroming, and Beaver alertly covering up, and now it's off against Kroc in the Hamilton zone. Late in the period here, 1:10 left, second period. Duclair sends it out, open, shot, save. Wow, he was wide open there.
Walked right in and just got stared down by Axel Reed. I love Duclair passing this one off to Lally. Because Duclair, as you'll see right here, looks like he's got, yeah, he does. He has 3 players in front of him. There's no shooting lane there. Some guys will try to fire through that. Not Duclair. Smart play to hand that off to Lally, who's a sniper.
Yeah, not a great shooting lane. And we have under a minute to go in the second period. Take away Shimizi. Shooting, save, ball goes through. Now Duclair on the far side. Behind Reed it goes. Pressure, Hobart.
2 seconds left. It is imperative that the Continentals get into the locker room tied in this game at the very least, with 31.2 seconds to go, the puck down at their end. That's really what they're looking for. There's Shimizi's first chance. The second one popped out in front just through the blue paint.
Goal after it is Ryan. Ryan had a big goal last year in the Utica tournament at the Nexus Center.
Let's make sure that was definitely going wide. He flared the leg out.
Here comes Chor. Left circle, shooting, save, Beaver.
Nice confident save by Beaver off the puck with a blocker.
Hovsepian to the circle. Sends it towards Reed, kicked out.
Great play.
Nice the first 2 periods. Now it's Beloff shooting, kicked out Reed.
They're going for those low shots. The play was a very good one by the senior center.
It's off Hamilton zone in front. Daniels taking off the play.
So far, the Statesmen, like they were in the first period, winning the battle here in the third. And face-off wins matter. That one won by Hovsepian, and Tanner Daniels just didn't have enough angle or room, really, too much at point-blank range to put that behind Axel Reed.
Mickey works right, sends it behind the goal. In front.
Oh,
wow. That was short, and it got knocked away. Now Chor again. Chor wrap. Where is it? Stopped. Beaver looked for it.
Sure. These are the guys who combined in overtime to knock off Norwich, and what a great pass this is. Putting right in front, Chor just had his stick tied up here. Let's see who got that. That's fine defensive work.
By Doolin again. Doolin has been highly physical in this game. Now they come out to the slot shot. Tui behind the goal. Wrap. Stopped.
Yeah. Beaver has it, and he also has an assist.
Hovsepian has a lot of assists, 32 of them. That's Elliott in front. Reed sprawling with Daniels in front. Here comes Hamilton.
Known as work rate, as far as, just how hard players work, generating chances. The work rate between these two teams through the roof. And what a great play by Daniels, dropping the puck down. Here's the backhand to set him up from Connor Elliott. There's space there, but a tough play to make. He had it in his hand, tried to glove it down. Of course.
Now after it is Tui. Duclair, forechecking. Comes out to the point. That's Lally shooting wide. And it hit the post.
Yes, it did.
Countering. Jor on the backhand, sends it to the slot, shot high. That was Belt taken away. Here's Daniels. Daniels, good move, in front. Hovsepian, shot Wojciechowski, though it comes out to the blue line. Here's D'Amato, sends it down, and Reed with the save, with Tote in front.
Yeah, save and control of the puck after. Technically sudden death overtime yet, but it certainly feels like it.
It does. Now the shot from the slot. Loved by Beaver, the big save on Gallo. 5 to go third period, 1-1 the score. Out to the point it comes. Hobart, pressure towards Reed. He falls down. Wojciechowski, backhand. Oh, that was Tote, and it just missed going in.
That was the save of the game so far. Axel Reed with 4:35 to go, and you see exactly what the Continental fans think of it.
Watch this save.
Mesmerizing here, and again, kept it in the zone after a bad giveaway. Here's the opportunity now.
Oh, without a... there was
no stick at all. Totes
yeah.
the shot. He flared out the right pad.
Wow. Statesman looking for the lead here late in the third period. Deflection wide. Hovsepian and Birabin. Trepanier comes away with it. One-timer Tote. Rolling Reed. Can't have more pressure than this right now.
One thing about both these teams, though, and you kind of mentioned it, mentioning Crane and Fontana, both these teams with tons of talent. You never know who's going to step up and be the hero. We're about to find out. How long it's going to take is the question.
Hobart going right to left. Hamilton takes the overtime. National title game. Balaka had it taken away. And here comes Fontana up the left wing. Fontana moves in. Save Reed.
Oh, wow.
Great save.
Chances first. Here's Khalil Fontana, the swoop move. Great play. Great goaltending. Axel Reed cutting the angle down as we're watching the look. Khalil Fontana just doing what he does, setting up scoring chances.
Zone. Puck behind the net. Now the wrap. Stop Reed. That was Fazig with the Hobart pressure with 8:50 to go. First overtime in front. Hovsepian, Reed got in front of it. Now 8 minutes to go in the overtime. Zimmerman, the senior, at the circle to the slot. Zimmerman leaves it. Gowrie shooting, blocked. Varmecki shooting, wide. Sturgeon after it. Pressure with the check. Now DeVries back in front. Kronk stopped by Beaver. Belov sends in front, knocked back. Hobart pressure. Trepanier after it, but it gets knocked back to the Hobart zone. Here comes Hamilton up the, and it's a goal! Sturgeon for Hamilton! They are going absolutely wild! Sturgeon in overtime for the Continentals, and Hamilton has won the national championship. First time ever, and Hobart, their streaks are over.
In real life, Hamilton received one shot to kill him. This time they give it to the Statesman. A perfect pass to Curtis Sturgeon, who had just one goal on the season. And the opener in the postseason against Newman in the national tournament. What a time for the rookie from Russell, Ontario, to bury the perfect pass, to beat a goaltender who's been nigh on unbeatable for the past 4 seasons, and to give Hamilton the Continentals their first ever.
The freshman, a freshman scores the game winner.
It starts with Zach Walsh. He played it out of the zone, and then Luke Shore. These guys aren't line mates either. They don't play together very often, but Sturgeon knew where to go, and Shore sets him up perfectly.
I mean, who had Curtis Sturgeon on the bingo card?
I don't think anybody would have overall. Again, one goal, but we talked about this. Both teams are so deep that any of these players could play the hero. Perfect pass. There's the finish. The crowd here in Utica went crazy.
So the students were away last week, but I think a lot of them made it here for this game.
I was in driving distance. I know school gets out there a little late, and then there's the pass. Beaver, no one's going to stop that. I didn't even realize he went bar down in the first opportunity. And look at the celebration from Curtis Sturgeon, former Elmira Aviators in the NAHL. Probably the biggest goal he's ever scored because it comes with a ring and a national championship for his Continentals.
And of Canada. And that almost turned the tables the other way if he had been able to convert. But Reed was incredible in goal.
Congratulations!